The pleasure of having in the studio the Honorable Commissioner for Power, Barrister Enaya Onwebu. Good morning.
Good morning, our listeners.
Yes.
Thank you for having me, Zandas and the poor magician.
Thank you very much.
We're going to talk about all our power-related issues.
And understand what the Ministry of Power is doing to alleviate or solve some of it, because I know it's not an easy task, but we need to know what they are doing and how to alleviate our power issues
That's
as well.
right. That's right. But before we do that, let's quickly scan through some local tabloids to see what is being reported.
All right, let's start with the Big Truth newspaper this morning. It says, Governor Fayemi to Governor Uzodinma, our Imo will continue to witness continuous progress under you. Commission Chukwumawonha Road. I have commissioned 22 roads so far. Governor Uzodinma. That's quite commendable.
Right.
Uzodinma commends CBN for providing infrastructure at Naval College, Owerenta. All right. How a man unplugged oxygen mask of his expectant wife after beating her to coma. Wow. That's man's inhumanity to man. Security beefed up at airports over reports of planned attacks. I don't know if that's
two or three airports were mentioned. The Abuja airport, the Lagos airport. Can you recall if
maybe the Port Harcourt or Kano.
Kano airport was
okay.
So that's information from DSS.
They should beef up security on all airports.
Right.
I mean, it's not just those that probably go international. They should think of people like Paul that probably fly local.
Okay, let's go to Community Watchdog quickly. The big caption here says Okorocha's claim on Akachi Road irrational. Akajogu speaking here. Lord Uzodinma for quality project. Also from Watchdog, Imo Poly ASUP chairman under fire for calling off strike.
Yes, we had the former chairman and of course the staff of that institution yesterday.
Like we raised concern about the fact that Imo Poly pulled out
of the national strike.
And the rumor that money exchanged hands. Now this headline, you may have to grab a copy. Page 3 has details of who is putting out this, who is starting this fire that may or may not consume the chairman. All right. Okorocha arrested by EFCC for alleged multiple fraud cases. It's reported here on page 3. We also have here, witness narrates how Fulani headsmen kidnapped Imo Catholic priests. I heard he has been released.
Yeah, he's been released. That was about 2 days. Just 2-3 days ago.
I'll just add this one. Professor Oti succeeds Eze as Photos VC.
Yeah, that's been enjoying so much commendation.
I saw her dancing in the video. Yes,
it's not easy.
It's a great feat.
Really. Yeah. All right, let's quickly go to Star Post Express this morning. Igbos are major stakeholders in Nigeria. Uzodinma insists they are the most united ethnic group. That's quite good. Nigerian leaders have disappointed God, Archbishop. We'll take one more. Man turns church premises to kidnappers den. That was part of yesterday. Search for peace in Imsua. A brief from the Abuja peace meeting of 13 to 21. That's much we can take from Star Post Express.
And that will do for the newspaper review.
Yes.
Now let's talk to the Honorable Commissioner for Power, Barrister Enaya Onwebu. Before we get to learn what the Ministry of Power entails, your mandate, and everything in between, let's first of all clear the air on why you were removed from the Ministry of Lands.
Reassigned.
Well,
the new portfolio.
Okay, so that's the word, reassigned, a new portfolio. I mean, you are a barrister, so you are by every means one who is knowledgeable about lands and lands-related matters. So one would say you're qualified. You have been very busy with the recovery of Imo State lands, especially from the former governor, Rochester Okorocha. And of course, we know your relationship with the governor, Hope Uzodinma, and the role you played during the court cases. So, why were you reassigned?
We serve at the pleasure of the appointing authority, His Excellency the Governor of Imo State. We were appointed commissioners We were appointed commissioners. We were not appointed for particular offices. When we took oath of office, we took oath of office as commissioner appointee.
Okay.
After the appointment, the governor assigned portfolio. So you can be assigned any portfolio any day. Is at the pleasure of the appointing authority.
Yeah,
but for me, I want to say clearly that there is no integrity question in the redeployment or reassignment to another office. Rather, I should think the power ministry is a new one, as it were, because it was hitherto under public utilities as a department. Now, for the governor to pay special attention to it, knowing the importance of power in the economy of the state and in getting our industries working, shows that he desires special attention to that subject area. And it's not only power. He also inaugurated a new ministry for petroleum resources. He also inaugurated a new ministry for solid minerals and mining, and also for creative arts and culture. Now, the idea is to bring special attention to these areas, because this the regular idea, the orthodox idea of knowing where we should work or choosing where we should work shouldn't arise any longer. And for me, I believe the governor did it because the governor in his private life is a well-known player in the oil and gas sector. And I think it is the experience that he has brought to bear to make for positive efforts in getting Imo on a stronger wheel on the economy, getting Imo people to enjoy better attention from those agencies that are in charge of, for example, power, where I now superintend. So I do not think it's an unfamiliar terrain for any lawyer, because, you know, apart from being trained to have an idea of every subject as a lawyer, assuming I'm doing a case on the power sector, I will still study that field and be able to show my mettle. So apart from being a lawyer, I am also an Owerri resident, and I know from practical experience where it pinches us, where we've been suffering over these years in terms of neglect or
when it comes to
power.
Okay.
So I have the experience also to excel where I am now.
The reason
and,
I asked,
it is not the office that makes the man; it's the man that makes the office.
I like that your perspective towards this new assignment, but it's also important we don't allow rumor mongers to make headlines.
Yes.
Because we've heard of different reasons. Some said you fell out with the OCDA boss, Engineer Innocent Ikpameze.
The OCD is my subordinate. It's an agency under my former ministry.
Okay.
It has no capacity to do anything that will affect my movement or my position.
But I'm sure you've heard the rumor.
Yeah, there's also rumor that is on Lokaba. There's rumor that I allocated land or I gave C of O, which is not possible in the present circumstances. There's also the rumor that those we are up against in the recovery effort are celebrating. So which rumor will you react to? Which one wouldn't you react to? Okay. So what is important is that the appointing authority still considers me fit to be in the service of the state as commissioner. And I know that...
and that's why we say congratulations.
Thank you very much. I know that Imo will be better for it.
Okay. All right, probably we'll zero in straight to the issue at hand. You've mentioned it that it's not an unfamiliar terrain, because as a lawyer, you've also probably done briefs on power sector. Yeah. But looking at it critically, what is the mandate of the power sector as constituted by the governor himself?
Well, for us, because of the dwindling revenue, because of the low allocation, it's important that states become innovative in raising new areas to earn revenue and provide service for our people. When we come and mount all this plethora of promises, what is important is what have you achieved while you are opportune to be at the saddle. And from this administration, you would see that there's an effort at improving the lot of the masses. I'll give you 2 instances. The road commissioning projects you are witnessing in Imo, people will say the roads have always been there. Were they in use? Were they well done? Were they passable? It rained in Owerri a couple of days ago heavily. Did anybody see any flood anywhere in Owerri?
That's a very
the flood that takes over Okeke Road about Bank Road. Did anybody see it?
No,
nobody saw it because the tunnels are now open. Lake Nwebere is desilted. The roads are well done. The water went away soon after the rain stopped. These are little things that people overlook. Have you noticed that most streets in Owerri now have solar lightning every night? That criminality, handbag snatching has virtually disappeared in Owerri. People don't talk about this. People are playing politics with everything. Now, who in Owerri doesn't know that Chukwumanwu for the past 15 years was impassable during and after the rains? Did anybody notice the flooding there when it rained again? So the governor has shown a capacity to feel the pulse of the people and do projects that impact on the majority of the people, not big man projects. Now, in the power sector, if you come to Owerri, you find out that consumers, if you're building a new house in Owerri, they will be telling you, make sure that your house is put on 11 line or federal line,
yes,
or 33 line. A customer shouldn't know which line works because all the lines ought to work. So I don't need to build a house and be looking for which one is federal line, which one is state line, so that there will be light in my premises. We need to pay attention to that. A customer has no business knowing which line is better than the other because all the lines are supposed to be good and service. Now, in Owerri, we all know, I'm sure more than 2/3 of Owerri still pay bills by estimation. I don't know the last time you saw an EEDC official come to your house to read your meter. They just give you bill and you pay. You may have light 2 days after paying the bill. Nobody bothers until the next
It's 2 days
payment.
before and maybe 3 days after, then you go back to that.
These are little things that touch on the generality of the people. Now, people don't sleep because of generator noise and fumes. In the cases, carbon monoxide have killed our people. Protecting I pass my neighbor. Families are lost. Because you don't want your I pass my neighbor generator to be stolen at night. You put it in the veranda. And the carbon monoxide from it poisons the family. And they will say it's witches and wizards or somebody from the village poisoned them. They committed the involuntary suicide. Those are the things. Now, if you come to Imo State, for example, several communities have made efforts at getting the electric power. Some have transformers unenergized. Some have lines drawn with poles mounted, unenergized. Is there anything we can do as a ministry to know which communities in Imo have some semblance of effort at having electricity? Is there any way government can come in as a quick win, assuming I have a transformer in my village and it only remains to draw the line and energize the transformer? Is there any way government can get the service provider to quickly energize so that that community has light, because they have gone a long way acquiring a transformer? Now these transformers will bring down here. 1 year after, they say transformer has broken down. There's no mercury, or somebody took their mud cable. Is there any way we can make sure that there's proper certification for these transformers that we bring down here? Who buys them? Where are they coming from? Are they certified by the producers?
Proper regulation.
There must be proper regulation. So these are the core mandates you look at. So in my office is a new ministry. I'm the first commissioner, as it were. I've had a proper meeting with the staff I inherited from the Ministry of Public Utilities. And I was surprised to see the number of electrical engineers in that ministry. So if I use that manpower to pay attention to the communities that are almost ready for electricity, the state will be better for it because the manpower is already available. They don't need to bring somebody from Enugu. You have a problem in the community, say go to Enugu. It shouldn't be. Now, if I interface with the service provider, EEDC, in Owerri and in Enugu, and I'm able to know the megawatts that comes to Imo, because they are actually a distribution company. They don't manufacture power. If I'm able to know what comes to Imo, I will be able to answer questions. Why is there rationing? Why is it that if you come to Owerri, where the hotels are, they have virtually permanent electric
all the
power,
lights, yeah,
all times? Where the people live, they have, as it were, a kind of magic supply.
epileptic.
Very epileptic. 2 days before, 2 days after payment of bill. Why is it like that? Why is the rationing favoring some players in the economy? This is what an interface with the service provider will help me know.
Will this administration take it a bit further rather than just regulate what the distributors are doing and look at power generation as a form of investment.
Yeah. The thing is, in the Constitution, power is in the exclusive list. But in the privatization of in the BP Act, there's avenue for you to have independent power plants. You can have your turbine if you have the means. You can have your generating set. You can have your gas and all that.
Because the industrial areas of Imo.
But now,
is there any industrial area?
Imo, yes, of course. We have the Atonisha Road. We have an industrial
It's moribund.
It's moribund because of lack of power.
Exactly.
The structures are built up. Highest investment is there. Producing PVC pipes can employ so many people. Bar Enterprises is there producing nails. It can employ people. Our mama man that has a nail producing plant, Camela Oil is there producing vegetable oil. David Pharmaceuticals is there. There are industries there standing, fully equipped with machinery,
waiting for power.
But they cannot run it with diesel because some of those equipment are supposed to be 24 hours. If you're doing PVC pipes, you're supposed to be on 24 hours power.
Just hold your thoughts. We're due for our commercial break.
Stay
tuned. There's more to come.
How do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stanbicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Oh my ego not for you. Hello?
Casey, baby, how far now? Shall you go free this Sunday? I want spoil person picking.
Hey, which Sunday?
This one now.
I not day.
Sunday after I'm come.
Every Sunday, I not go free.
Waiting happen.
You mean say you don't know? New season of Nigerian Idol don't land.
Yes, sir. Nigerian Idol don't land. Better singing competition with talent wey sabi and plenty drama from the judges. Una go fit watch weekly shows from March 28th and every Sunday for Africa Magic Channel 2 by 7 p.m. sharp. So run, recharge your GoTV subscription on top my GoTV app or USSD *288# to enjoy yourself. Na Techno Mobile and Biggie Drinks bring on this season of Nigerian Idol. GoTV, love it.
Yes, I won it. Oh my gosh. Guys, since I joined BigBet, I've been cashing out steadily. You don't mean it. Look at you. Let me tell you, they offer bigger odds, 315% accumulator bonus, got one bonus, and you can even cash out anytime, whether in the shops or online. They also have the best virtual games and jackpots. You see, they even pay winnings instantly. Guy, choose bigger rewards. Visit www.biggiebet.com to claim your 120% welcome bonus now. BiggyBet, bigger reward, bigger life.
The BBC News World Service app makes listening to your favorite programs on your phone even easier.
It's the BBC World Service.
Call to listen is only available in selected territories. For dial-up news services, standard geographic mobile charges will apply. Please check with your provider for exact cost before calling. Download the BBC News World Service app from your usual store.
Easy. This way they smile left, right and center. Now waiting be the secret.
Hey, my sister, have you never hear of Obas Global Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited?
No.
Obas Global a cooperative wey non standard gidigam for Bayelsa. Come land down with Owerri with correct package. Any money where you save with Obas Global will give you 35% monthly and your capital will still dey intact till the day where you want collect am. Even save Obas Global they help people pay school fees, give you loan to take start business, and also 1 month certified forex training. Their head office dey for Bayelsa for opposite Timikon filling station near NIT Road, Etegwe, Yenugua. For Owerri, them dey for Immaculate Plaza, last floor, opposite UBA, Wedra Road, Owerri. Oya, quick, call them for 0807-882-0488 or 0901-028-5285. Make you follow the enjoy. Their email na obasglobalmultipurposecorporate@gmail.com. Secure your future now with Obas Global.
One expert don't land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You will like sports. This now your big opportunity to make better money on top all your bets. We be bigger roof. My Naija people, I beg, make una no sleep on this one. Make you rush now. Go visit our website on oneexpert.ng. Don't forget to use the promo code BETNG and you go get 200% bonus on your first deposit. OneXpert, bet we're there for everybody.
You know that you have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and or write to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn. Then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stanbicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Easy to install, durable tiles with quality. Resistant to earthquake, necessity and cold.
Wow, it's trending. Luxury Building and Accessories Limited has brought to you Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. It comes in 2 types: Galaxy roof tiles and luxury roof tiles by Feru, with interesting qualities like lightweight, easy to install, economically priced, fireproof, non-cracking, non-tearing, non-calling, resistant to earthquakes, typhoons, excessive heat and cold, less labor. Structure of the steel roof tiles is superb. We have shingle, bond, classic, shake, Roman, Milano, Tisa, slate, etc. The color does not change. What are you waiting for? Go for tiles that can last for you. Durable with quality Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. Call us on 070-40-333-333.
Italian stone chip coated roof tile is my choice.
Italian stone chip coated roof tiles, built with quality.
Are you that woman who is about to give up on your marriage? Are you a Christian woman but you can no longer find your prayer life? Are you suddenly tired of situations around your family? Do you want to be a spiritual gatekeeper? Then help is here. When Women Pray International Owerri chapter is inviting you to her annual Far Above Ruby's Prayer Conference, 3rd year anniversary tagged It's Time to Soar. Ministering Pastor Mrs. Stella Chikwere, Zonal Pastor South-South-Southeast Zone. Date 20th April 2021. Time 9 a.m. prompt. Venue FSP building beside Unity Bank after Hightel Plaza, Cherubim Junction, Wedral Road, Owerri. If there's a woman to pray, there's a God to answer.
107.3 Darling FM,
The People's Radio.
Thank you for staying tuned to 107.3 Darling FM, and to everyone watching us live on Facebook, thank you. Yes, you can actually check us out, the behind the scene. Facebook, just search for Darling FM Owerri, and you get to see the Commissioner for Power, Honorable Einaya Honorable. Well, much more than just seeing what he looks like. You can leave your comments there, your questions with regards to power challenges in your communities, and bring them to the knowledge of the commissioner, so that as he takes on the mantle, some of these issues will be addressed. Well, before we open the phone lines and start taking comments from Imolites waiting to engage you, let's conclude on where we left off before the commercials.
Yes, we were talking about IPP, Independent Power Plants.
That's right.
You remember under the then Governor Kedo Hakim, there was a plan to have a power plant at Ebema.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the next administration, the Okorochas, didn't deem it wise to continue that project. And fortunately for us, the company called Seplat is there. And
an oil company.
Yes, and that thing is coming afoot now. And
the power plant.
Yes.
Okay.
They have something, and they want to get all the communities, the host communities, linked to the excess of what they will produce there. And it's a welcome development.
Yeah, it is.
Because the host communities ought to enjoy the benefits of having such mass exploitation of their resources by companies. Then the Asa North gas project. We never knew that Imo has the largest concentration of gas in the whole of Africa.
Really?
We didn't know that.
Imo State?
Yes, Imo State, at Ebema.
And the gas can be used for power generation?
Definitely. That's the conference we just had 2 days ago. Now, the Asa North program is trying to ferry gas for industrial use, for commercial use from Ebema, Asa in Ebema, up to even Kaduna, the KKK national line, or to Ogun State, the other line. Now, His Excellency is considering, are we just going to give right of way and get payment revenue for right of way, the pipeline passing through Imo? The gas is from Imo. His Excellency said, no, we have to interface with the operators, with the investors. Assuming that same gas is channeled to the Onitsha Road industrial layout, and the companies there have power from gas, they'll be running at optimum. Imo people will be employed. Our markets will boom. People will be coming back. The hotels here will have meaning. The roads will be done. There will be less crime. Instead of our young graduates flying to Lagos and Abuja to walk on the streets looking for jobs, they can get employment here.
This initiative is sounding too good to be true.
Yes. Now, this gas pipeline,
really,
what we don't know is that even the your neighbor generator that we use can quickly be converted to a gas compliant power source with 10,000 naira. Now, gas is barely half the cost of a liter of petrol.
Yeah.
And is readily available in quantity. Now, if we have an arrangement with an investor, because some of these things are capital intensive, that you don't expect a state that is dependent on federal allocation to live off paying worker salary, because it looks like the allocation now can only cater for payment of worker salary, give and take.
Yeah.
And if it is not paid, any government that doesn't pay worker salary any month is deemed to not to be performing.
To have failed.
Yes, to have failed. Now, if we have to remove that, make a paradigm shift in outsourcing this investment, maybe on an arrangement where somebody will establish a power plant for a particular captive zone. For example, if we say the whole of Futo area, Ihiagwa Nekede, with all the hostels and student population, with all the federal infrastructure, a gas-based IPP is done to service that area. 24 hours power. Those people living there will be too happy to pay the bills.
Right.
And when they pay, the investor will take his percentage. The state that provided the amenities like the land, the access and all that will take their own percentage. And everybody will be happy. But it is because that the service of being distributed by EEDC is poor that our people feel reluctant to pay.
I was going to ask how
That
realistic is.
Now, what we are thinking of in the Power Ministry is to have an interface.
Okay.
Yesterday we had a meeting with Power Gas Company. They have an arrangement in Asaba where they have built a plant that is going to service the whole government house, the House of Assembly, and the quarters of the legislators with gas power from gas. And 24 hours they do the installation, they provide the gas, they will charge the people, those living there will enjoy the service and pay the bills. Now, the Delta State government is not investing money in it, except providing the land where the plant is located, and of course maybe security. But the service to be provided will remove the load from that area from the national grid, as it were, from the one being distributed, and that one will be applied to other areas in the state.
Right.
Now, in our own case here, assuming we have such an arrangement for all the housing estates in Owerri, Graceland, Arugo, Ebada, Civic
housing.
Center, Udenwa Estate. These estates I've mentioned, there are more than 2,000 homes. 2,000 homes spending on the average 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira a month on power.
About 10,000 average.
A month on power. And they're seeing at least 20 hours of supply every day. They'll be too happy. Nobody will need a generator. Nobody will die of carbon monoxide emission. And the industries will also work, because the one that is now being taken away from the national grid will be applied to another area.
Honorable Commissioner, let me come in here.
It is feasible because
that's where I'm going. No state has been able to achieve it.
No. But what River State did it under Odili. Imo State did it under Mbakwe. We had a Manako power plant.
Yes, but let's look at the EEDC on one side and this other plant on the other side. Are we likely to see that cooperation? Because removing some people and putting them on the gas powered supply, you understand, is like removing some revenue from the power distribution company.
Have you forgotten that a few months ago the federal government toyed the idea of nullifying all those arrangements that privatized the power sector?
Yes, but
because
they will
non-delivery.
They
can sue.
Yeah.
Every agreement has a withdrawal, a condition, a situation where you rescind from the agreement. If you're not performing the terms of the agreement, it can be revoked. It can be revoked. If I give you, for example, a CFO and say you must build within 7 years and you don't build, I'll revoke the CFO.
But that has not happened.
It happens. It happens. It's the enforcement. It's the will to do it.
No, what I mean
is the will. Now, in the EEDC case, for example, it is settled everywhere that they lack the capacity to provide the service at the optimum level. Not because of their unwillingness, but because of the supply. What they get from the national grid, what they get from the whole of Southeast. There's no, all these dams we have that provide, there's none in Southeast, for example. There's none. But there's a gas in Ahoda. There is one coming up in Ebema. So if we continue waiting for somebody to put a power generating facility for Southeast and it's not coming, and there's a gas power generating facility in Ebema, are you saying the government in Imo should be loyal to EEDC and not embrace the alternative source? We will embrace the alternative source to provide service for our people.
All right. Let's bring in Imo Lights waiting to talk to you, Honorable Commissioner. Call 0815-050-1073. Your power-related issues.
EEDC, there is not even able to do prepaid meter in Imo.
A lot of challenges they're grappling with. You can make use of our Facebook page. A lot of comments.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of comments. Some are questions as well.
Questions, right? Okay, we'll attend to them. Let's start with phone calls. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Are you there? I can't hear this caller. Hello? Okay. I guess you may have to call back while we do.
All right. Ifeanyi Agamole says, and I read, he says, good morning, Mr. Paul Zandas and our guest. Power situation in Nigeria and Imo State is a serious concern. It's really poor, but some areas are better, but we want constant attention and improvement on power. Okay. Constant power is one of the major palm oil that runs the economy. Hence why we are following and observing all. Then this one is a question. It says, good morning, Mr. Paul and Zandas and Barrister Onuebu. Congratulations on your new portfolio. What do you intend to do to ensure that rural areas in the state, especially villages in Ngobala, that are already connected to national grid, enjoy at least a reasonable amount of electricity?
Okay.
Dan Dab says, the Mbakwe started a state power project so as to achieve industrialization. Are you working to achieve his economic dream? That's another question.
Okay. I hope you're taking notes because
yes.
Let me take one more. This one says, "Good morning, all of you in the studio." Okay, it's a repeat. Good morning, Honorable Commissioner of Power. My autonomous community, Ishiala Umudi in Nkwere local government area, has suffered power supply issues since I was born. What measures are in place for power in rural areas? Moshe Shidi says, congratulations on your new portfolio. What do you intend to do to ensure? Okay. It's just
so let him attend
common queries.
Everybody's concerned about rural areas.
Yes. What in my during our meeting with the staff, I gave a mandate. We appointed a committee. We want to have a relationship with the communities as it affects power. We need to have a database of the communities that in 3 phases that already have with epileptic supply, that don't have at all, and those that have some semblance of effort towards actualizing a power mandate. That is, assuming a community has a transformer, we'll have it on record that this community has a transformer. Assuming a community has strung the poles and wires, we say this community already mounted poles and their electric cables. They require a transformer. Now, the communities that have transformer and all those things don't require energizing of the transformer. If it requires energizing, it's a quick win situation for us. We go in and relate with the service provider. In this case, EEDC, to know why and if possible when that particular community can be energized as a quick win, so that energizing a transformer wouldn't cost an arm and a leg. If it is a place where service is already available, the interpersonal relationship with the service provider will guarantee it. Like in my own village in Ngopal, we have light, community effort, blah blah blah, transformer, but we don't have power now. We have all the facilities. How? Because they are giving estimated bills. They give my poor village 250,000
monthly,
and we couldn't meet up. The service is off. In the last 3 months or 4 months, I've been making efforts to get it. I said the arrears to be paid is quite huge. Such situations are matters you can sort out with administrative acumen, meeting the service provider. Instead of leaving this community without light in perpetuity, why don't we arrange an instrumental payment? Why don't we arrange a variation or some level of good faith to say, if you can pay this, we'll remove this?
How long will this?
Those are the things that the power ministry should be doing.
The data collection, how long will it take?
No, how we intend to do it is every ward in the state has a representative at the local government, a councillor in the local government. So my ministry is preparing a form which we will distribute to the local governments to give to the councillors. The councillor representing every ward will request the President General and the traditional rulers to publicize that form and complete it. So there will be a feedback mechanism. They will return through the same source to us. We will put it in our database. Now, if we give 60 days distribution and return, and follow it up with proper enlightenment, proper radio announcement, the people will be happy to participate. That's the type of call we are getting. That's the first thing. If we have this database and His Excellency wants to do a power project or wants to energize any, we say, Your Excellency, from the records, the quickest one is so community. They already have a transformer, they already have lines drawn. It's just to energize. Your Excellency, you can start with these ones. If there are remote areas where there's not been any semblance, it's a whole big project that can come.
Because there are quite a number of communities. I recall the last time.
Alatia in Ngopal. Alatia doesn't
there's
have.
somewhere in
They've even
Okeke.
they've planted their poles.
There's somewhere in Okeke where there's no pole. You can't even see wire.
Exactly.
So
if we have that database to work with, the next person coming will improve on what you have done. It is because of lack of that database. What you find out is those in the House of Representatives, those in the House of Assembly, those who are opportune to be in government will always acquire transformer for their own immediate communities or constituencies. Those who have nobody speaking for them will remain in darkness. So, but the database can also be made available to elected officials. In case you have a constituency project in your constituency, this is the area you should pay attention to. They've already gone this far. those are the things I've been thinking about, and I've had a meeting on it with the staff of the ministry. And at the end of the day, it will go a long way in easing the stress. Finally, on that point, we also need to educate our people.
We need to take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Gracious morning to you, Mr. Zandas and Mr. Paul.
Good morning.
And gracious morning to the Honorable Commissioner in the studio.
Good morning, sir.
Drew Daniels is my name, and Drew Daniels remains a concerned citizen. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening, Drew Daniels.
Yes, I have listened to the Honorable Commissioner with keen interest. And I must say, yes, wonderful submissions, wonderful ideas and promises. Very, very wonderful. Just like Paul once exclaimed, some of these things are too good to be real. But we want to believe that these things will not be like what we have seen so far with this administration. Yes, because we have seen a whole lot of promises made in the past without any fulfillment. The case of the issue of salary payments and pension payment is one of them, but I don't want to go into that. I want to tell the Honorable Commissioner to really consider his personal political profile, because if some of the things he has told us turn out to be good, that would be very wonderful. But I've listened to him the other time on another radio station saying the same thing, and these things are, very, very wonderful. If we really see these things happen, we really, it's going to be a very wonderful credit to the government and to himself. Because we have found ourselves in a political system where the politicians or the political leaders will say a different thing and do another thing. They believe that it's about telling the people what they want to hear. That's the most beautiful thing, and it doesn't matter what you do at the end of the day. So I want to commend you, and I pray and hope that these things will, see the light of the day.
Thank you.
Except to add that His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodinma does not make promises he cannot keep.
Okay, let's take another call.
Cannot mislead him.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Turn down the volume of your radio, please.
Sorry about that.
All right, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. My name is Chibondo. I come from MCC Road.
All right, Chibuno, go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I have three things to say. One, where Mr. Honorable Commissioner said about the solar lights on the streets, those solar lights are not done by this administration.
Which one?
They are done by individuals and National Assembly members.
He said which one? Chibundo, he's asking which one?
Those solar lights are not done by this administration or the government.
Which one?
Hello?
He says which one? Which one is not done by this administration?
The Honorable Commissioner was citing solar lights on our street.
Yeah. No, which one? Your street? No, there's no solar light commissioned on MCC Road. The solar lights are on Dick Tiger, on Chukwumawoha, on Federal Secretariat Road, on Port Harcourt Road, on Amiibo Street, on Uche Street, on Opera Noze Street.
You're talking about streets. The Honorable Commissioner
I've said roads, I've said streets.
So that is one. Secondly, the Honorable Commissioner was not or was economic with the truth by saying where he was removed from the Ministry of Land to moved to the Ministry of Power. Now, the Honorable Commissioner, even unless you are kind of effort in society, even unless you are coming from us, that you are too powerful in that administration, that you are doing many things wrongly. So we have to write petitions to the governor. The governor will listen to. Mr. Honorable Commissioner, I must tell you that where you are moved from the Ministry of Land to the governor is because of the high-handedness. Not that thing.
High-handedness.
Yes, high-handedness. Mr. Honorable Commissioner. Now, the last one is this.
Okay.
What's the last one?
High-handedness is not corruption.
For submissions, what you are going to do, and all this about that. My dear Commissioner, we have come to God's promises. And you do really have an able state. Between us, what we are doing. All the material and that. Even we should be practical in asking questions.
Can he respond? Do you want to answer your own question?
Listen, we've given you a platform. You've asked your question.
It's still ongoing. I thought he would have said he has seen the work going on MCC Road. Now I listed the states and roads that have solar lightning, courtesy of Governor Odema's administration. I'm happy he didn't contradict it. They are all clear for everybody to see. The Tiger leads to ShopRite from off MCC Road. It's fully street lighted. It has pedestrian walkway, dual carriageway. The Chukwumanwaha, which was abandoned, has street lighting. We all see it working. The road was not done before now. The State Federal Secretariat off Port Harcourt Road to World Bank, fully verged, street lighting, dual carriageway, 4 lanes. The Port Harcourt Road, Assumpta Cathedral to Emoghene General Hospital towards Avu, fully street lighted. Done road, we all see it. Amiibo Street, fully street lighting, fully done with drainage by the administration. Opera Nozie, the same thing. We can't deny those things. They are there for all of us to see.
All right.
The street that had we had street light before, even on number, is Wedra Road.
Okay.
Then we have new ones added to it. Now, secondly,
before you attend to the
I wanted to answer what he said. 6 months.
You will answer.
Yes. Okay,
let's take another commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
107.3 Darling FM.
The People's Radio.
107.3 Darling FM.
The People's Radio.
Make your life better with BBC News Pidgin. To get better for this world, you suppose know wetin dey. Make better tori ginger you from your domot to the whole world. Because when you see every for the world, anything dey possible. Make your life better. Search for BBC News Pidgin.
Good morning, my neighbors. How are you doing?
Who be down for this early moment now?
James, it is I, Johnny.
I beg, I no get money to borrow you again.
Be calming down. No need for that because I found more ways to make millions this season.
Johnny, my friend, yarn me better.
Forget to, I don't get extra packet from Bet King. Wey be say if I chop one, it go be like say I don't chop 10.
That's right. You can max out your winnings on Bet King with boosted odds and multiple bonus.
My friend, this is where you differentiate the king from the crowd. Just visit betking.com on any device and see for yourself.
Bet King, playground for kings.
Expressions without words won't have it any other way. Moments will feel joy. Be lost in the moment, the freedom you will find. That's what's celebrating. Bring your moment to life. Find the satisfaction in the nourishing trend and sparkling. Celebrate a little ways, making big differences in the nourishing trend and sparkling.
Enjoy in red grape, white grape, peach variants, Valletta sparkling fruit drink. Celebrate every moment. Another premium product from Intercontinental Distillers Limited.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn. Then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambik IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambik IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. Easy to install, durable tiles with quality. Resistant to earthquake, necessity heat and cold.
Wow, it's trending. Luxury Building and Accessories Limited has brought to you Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. It comes in 2 types: Galaxy roof tiles and luxury roof tiles by Feru, with interesting qualities like lightweight, easy to install, economically priced, fireproof, non-cracking, non-tearing, non-calling, resistant to earthquakes, typhoons, excessive heat and cold, less labor. Structure of the steel roof tiles is superb. We have shingle, bond, classic, shake, Roman, Milano, Tisa, slate, etc. With 50 years warranty, the color does not change. What are you waiting for? Go for tiles that can last for you. Durable with quality. Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. Call us on 070 40 333 333.
Italian stone chip coated roof tile is my choice.
Italian stone chip coated roof tiles. Built with quality.
All right, we have to manage the last 5 minutes.
Sorry.
But
I wanted to say something about the man who said in 6 months. What
can you do it in 1 minute?
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay.
I said that in the next 60 days we should be tidying up a complete index database of communities that don't have any semblance of electric power and those that have done partly what it requires to have, so that the government can have a quick win on some of those projects. Okay. That's what I said here.
Yeah.
I've said also that I will have an interface with the service provider, EEDC, to know why things are as epileptic as they are. I know they're a distribution company, they're not a generating company. But then, how come in Owerri, some areas have light 14, 16 hours, some don't have even 2 hours?
Right.
Why the rationing? What's the basis of the rationing? And I need to know why the regular bill by estimation, by this interface. Those are milestones everybody will see when they are achieved.
Okay. And hopefully in 6 months' time we'll have you back here again.
Even before then.
Yeah, of course. And I am sure in 6
of
months anybody would have seen an effort towards energizing the industrial cluster at Onisha Road.
Okay.
With gas.
We'll just take 2 calls and wrap it up.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen. I'm the guest in the studio.
Good morning. Your name,
morning,
where you
sir.
calling from, and straight to the point.
Yes, my name is Victor. I'm calling from Okeke this morning.
You're
I
welcome.
want to make a suggestion about the government, what they will do. I would suggest that each time a public office holder needs to address the citizens, he or she needs to go along with another independent person that can assess whatever he or she is saying. I can understand what I'm saying. The person are not independent so that assessment will be met by the time. Because what I'm saying is now, that the very our commissioner there, I don't think that any right thing to do the life. It's what our politicians are doing to us over the years. We expect me to believe what I'm saying. I cannot, unless there's an independent person that will assess what I'm saying. So, you don't touch the back of the truth. You want the tune of the governor. So, you don't tell the truth. That's my mistake. Anytime, life has contact, this is that you're doing now.
Okay.
So
you don't trust what the commissioner is saying. You need independent assessment, and that's why we have you. That's why you have to call to verify some of the claims.
Yeah, but what he's saying is not rocket science. Like lights on the streets. He's mentioned some streets and roads.
So you can call and say
there's no light.
There's no street light on the Tiger, or the road has not been done.
You know,
or
so
there's no pedestrian walkway on the Tiger.
If we are not taking your calls, then you can say, okay, there's no independent assessment. But you are the one to assess what.
And the government is about projections. That's why we have a budget, and you must educate the masses on their plan for them.
Right.
That is the duty of government.
So that they can follow.
So that they can follow and be participatory functionaries of government.
Yeah.
For example, we are talking about sanitation. When people bag their refuse and bring out to a collection point, it makes it easier for the agency to pick. But when they throw it all over the street, it makes it more difficult to pick. So how do you enlighten the public if you don't talk to the public?
You can't blame people who are very, very doubtful of.
No, the thing is that when it becomes
time, government
everything is political in Imo. In fact, attending burials is political.
Okay.
When you go to burial and you are is of an opposing party, the congregation in the church, when a member of their own party comes, they will applaud him more than the. So we play politics to everywhere in Imo. That's the way.
Hello, good morning.
This will be our last call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from?
Daddy Joe. I come from Owago this morning.
All right, Daddy Joe, quickly.
Yes, I am honorable commissioner. I please them come to Owago. Come to our aid, please. We don't have light.
Thank you.
Have it definitely.
Obaku.
And we pay high, please. In the next 3 months, let the message go. Do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
It's not regular. The supply is not regular. That's
Engineer Frank Uju is here saying that, please, Honorable Commissioner, there has been no electricity in Dimagu, Isiye Kenesi, in Idatol locus, yes, for over 8 years now. Please, I would like you to tell me.
The area of Krocha bulldozed their posts in the name of dualization of food.
Okay, this one says, good morning, my area is the most suffered community. No lights, we pay high every month. Daddy Joe from Obako, okay, that's the one that just called now. Good plans from the Honorable Commissioner. We are waiting for the action.
Right.
Thank you very
That's
much.
from Nomso Franklin. Then Oderinde Ololade says, I'm sorry to say, people before you, sir, have had better plans, but these plans have died a natural death. We are good at detecting faults and providing solutions in this part of the world, but implementation is always our problem. God no go shame us.
And that's where we draw your conclusion. For those who are very, very doubtful of the implementation process, 30 seconds of your time.
Well, I will only take benefit of the implementation package of His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodimma. The implementation of the road projects we have seen in Imo are wonderful and beyond reproach. So the implementation of a power plan will also be wonderful and beyond reproach. We don't need to cry over split milk of what happened yesterday. Let us talk about what will happen today and tomorrow to prepare the next generation to improve on our efforts. That is the truth. And it's our mandate. It is not political, because we are all Imo stakeholders first before political party.
That's right. Thank you very much. Honorable Barrister Inaya Honorable is the Commissioner for Power, Imo State. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right.
Have a blessed day, our listeners.
I am Paul the Magician.
And I'm Zandas Okeke Otiwa. Good morning.
Yes, let's bring you the headlines. Stay tuned.